welcome back. I just wanted to do a quick video today to celebrate my Lokiversary, or in other words, the day that I got my first snake, my dear little Loki. He's my favorite little buddy, and I'm so happy to have him. I've had him for 3 years now. Crazy to think that it's been 3 years. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little video about him. Because I do like to celebrate on here. I've done this every year so far, and I'll probably continue to keep doing this because my Lokiversary is the most significant snake date, I feel like, since it's when I first got into having pet snakes. So let's get into it. Alright, so just a little bit about Loki for anyone who might be new or just doesn't know and has seen a few things of him from my channel. Loki is a California king snake. He is some sort of morph. Not at all clear what kind of morph he is. The people we got him from didn't know. I'm guessing he's some form of hypo, since a wild type, or what a California king looks like in the wild, is black and white stripes, and he's kind of more of a brown and yellow, which is kind of a faded coloration in a sense. At least the brown part is. And that's what a lot of hypos are, is it's like a less distinct color variation, it seems like. So I think he's some sort of hypo. He does have some stripes that I think have morph names, but since I don't know specifically what he is, I don't even want to guess. But yeah, so he's a California king snake, some form of morph. He is at least like 4 years old. The people we got him from said he was like 5 or 6, but based on his size and how much he's grown since we got him, we were not real sure that they were right in saying that. And it may also be that he's just got more of like a stunted growth, or he won't get as big as some California king snakes do. It's hard to say. And having never like grown one up before either, I don't know how fast they're supposed to grow to their adult size, so maybe he really is like almost 9 years old now. Who knows? Certainly not I. But we've had him for 3 years now, which is super exciting. We'd been talking about getting a king snake. Well, not a king snake specifically. We've been talking about getting a snake just in general. Specifically had been thinking about like a ball python, maybe like a leucistic ball python, since they're very pretty with their snow white and their blue eyes, and a very pretty species and somewhat easy to come by so far as like snake morphs go. But I happen to be looking on a reptile page for my local area, and someone posted an ad selling this beautiful little king snake. And I've always been a fan of king snakes and other colubrids, and it was like, can we just go and look at this snake? Can we maybe get this snake? We've been talking about getting a snake. I know it's not a Lucy ball, but it's a snake, and we've been talking about it, and he's really cute. So we went to go look at him. I was sold on him pretty much from the minute I saw him just in the ad, but meeting him in person, I was even more sold on him and wanted him even more. He was just such an adorable snake, so good at exploring, and just seemed like a grand little adventure to add into our lives. So we ended up getting him, and it's been great ever since. I know that especially with pets and other living things, you're not really supposed to pick favorites, but if I had to pick a favorite, say someone was like, you can only keep one pet for the rest of your life, it would be him. He's my first pet that I bought for myself. He's my first snake that I've ever owned. His personality is pretty much exactly what I'd want in an animal. And he's just so fun and engaging to watch. We do try to give enrichment to our other snakes, obviously. But anytime I see like a new hide, a new toy, I'm like, this would be great for Loki. First thought is always to Loki. I want to give him the enrichment. He's my favorite. I know this. I'm working on being good with my other snakes too, and it's not that I don't love them, it's just that he was my first, so he's got a very special place in my heart. But yeah, that's just a little bit about my Loki. I love him so much. I'm so glad to have him in my life, so I just wanted to share a little bit about him to be able to share with all of you a little bit about why I love my king snake and a little bit about him and how I got into snakes, because I had, not really thought of them as pets necessarily. I'd known people who had them as pets and I liked them, but it wasn't until I saw my little Loki and fell in love with him that I knew that they were definitely a pet that I wanted. So I'm super glad to have him in my life, and I'm super glad that I've had the opportunity to take care of him for the last 3 years, and I hope I have him for many, many more years to come. And I think that's about all I've got to say for right now. So this is the Umlaut Herper signing out.